You are welcome to another episode of Universal Order, the Ecumenical Brotherhood, which is the opener of the third eye and the inner mind. The other time or the other episode, I was talking about the practices of soul traveling and astral projection for the neophyte, which is the beginners. And I made mention of how to prepare a sanctum or a temple or a related vibes for quick projection. So after that, you shut your door, then recite the universal sound, what is the home me home. Well, today I will be talking about the different degrees of uh, astral projection and soul traveling. We have different degrees of astral projection. So you, the beginners, you have to know the level where you are starting from. We have the this of physical uh, plane. So we have the astral plane. We have the causal plane. We have the meta plane, the etheric plane, and so on and so forth. Before we now have what the soul traveling. Now let me explain a little bit. Astral projection. When you astral project, that is to say, you left your physical body and you took your what your astral body. So you will be operating on the astral plane. So an astral projection has a limitation. What are the limitations? One, you cannot leave that vicinity of astral world. You cannot go to the etheric world. You cannot go to the causal world. You cannot go to the meta world. You are confined to that astral world because that's the body you took, the astral body. So you are limited to that astral plane. So by the time you grow in the spiritual practice, then you now move to the next level, which is what causal projection. So when you also in that causal projection, you are confined that causal world, that causal plane. You cannot exceed that plane. Say it's applicable to meta plane and etheric plane. Before we talk about the soul travel, and soul traveling has no limitation. You can still travel through the astral plane, causal plane, meta plane, etheric plane, and other heavens with soul traveling. You now operate in that God consciousness. That is soul traveling for you. So for the beginners, it is very, very difficult to achieve that goal. So all you have to do, you have to start with astral projection gradually, with deep meditation. Learn how to astral project in your quiet moment, now to astral project to operate in that astral plane. In that astral plane is where the witches and wizards are operating. All the marine forces, the sensor forces, they are operating in that astral plane. That will see some witches and wizards when they sleep. They project to the astral world. They leave their body behind. They operate with their astral body. So when you astral project, you cannot operate in that level. That does not make you a witch. But it makes you a grandmaster of what astral projection. So you astral project and you operate that level. As time goes by, you cannot operate on the Cossack plane, on the causal plane, the meta plane, the etheric plane, and so many other planes. But soul traveling is when you dwell in, it makes you dwell in God consciousness. That is soul traveling. You to travel to live, to dwell in that universal mind of God. And when you so travel, you discover that the fear of death will be mine, will be lessened. Because when you are still alive, you visit many places, the land of the dead, land of places, and you come back alive. So that fear of death will be limited. We don't have that fear of death anymore when you to travel. So we always urge the listeners, the audience, and the beginners do this accordingly. And if you have any difficulties or problem in doing this, don't forget to share it on the comment section. Then we will see how to tackle it to make sure you become the master of that art, become the master of your life, become the master of astral projection, causal projection, meta projection, etheric projection, and soul traveling. Then you now see yourself as a demigod on the lower plane. The soul of a man never dies, neither does it sleep. The soul is always awake, even when you are asleep. The memory of the soul is the dreams. That was why sometimes when you sleep, you see yourself dreaming. It is the soul in operation. Because we are too myopic, we don't understand the spirituality. We don't know the interpretation of the dream. By the time we wake up to reality, before we know it, we forget the dream. We now say, I used to dream, but I forgot the dream. You cannot even give deep meaning to the dream. In the dream, the soul is trying to reveal something to you, something that is very unusual, because your soul never sleeps. While you are sleeping, the soul operates. You know how to use the soul to so travel to other planes and reach the universal mind of God. I bet you have no worries. You live in peace. You live in love, harmony, and you will be full of energy. Nothing can befall you. I'm going to lay more emphasis on this soul traveling in our next episode. Stay tuned. Shalom.